I've been at BCIT now for 2 years. I started in the post-diploma program, and what got me there through the BCIT doors was a visit from Natalie Kondrasoff to my military regiment. I have been in the Canadian Forces for 10 years. I started when I was 20, and during that time I have deployed, as mentioned, to Bosnia as a peacekeeper at the age of 23, and at the age of 27 or 28, I can't remember now, I deployed to Afghanistan, and that is where I was promoted to my recent rank of sergeant. It's kind of a special thing for me, being promoted overseas. In between the two deployments, I worked as a public relations photographer and advisor for the Canadian Forces. I was in southwestern Ontario, and I essentially provided answers to the media on anything and everything that the reserve military was doing in southwestern Ontario. Wonderful experience, and I am seeking the benefits of some of that experience still to today. I eventually came to Vancouver, and that's when I joined the unit I'm currently with, and I deployed during the Vancouver Winter Games, Olympic Winter Games. And while everybody in this room was hopefully enjoying the games, I was up on the mountain in Cyprus, walking around the bush, making sure nobody interfered with the games. That is when I met Natalie Kondrasoff, shortly after that deployment here in Canada. She came in and talked about the BCIT Skills Conversion Program, and a little light went off in my head. I'm like, I need to improve my education. This is a wonderful opportunity for me to fast track a 4-year education degree to 2 years. What attracted me was the recognition of the skills that I had developed over the past 10 years in the military. I can communicate in various forms using various forms of communication devices effectively. Teamwork. BCIT on the first day when I was here in the drum circle, it was mentioned, you will work in teams. I'm like, yes, yes, this is awesome. I am used to working in a team. And the determination. I never fully appreciated what I was informed about for BCIT when it came to the amount of commitment that you have to put in. I have just as much commitment with what I am doing here at BCIT as I have had in the military. There is no being lazy. There is no not pulling your weight. You don't pull your weight, you're not part of the team anymore. The 2 years versus the 4 years was huge for me. I'm getting older. I don't want to spend more time in school. I want a career and start a family. And the support that I've received since I've been in school, tutoring, guidance, leading me through the registration process, making sure I have the right credits, all that stuff. And it's come from Natalie's office, from Kevin Wainwright, and every single faculty member that I've had classes with, and even the ones that I haven't had classes with, and the support staff. I've been amazed in the past 2 years the amount of support that has been shown towards myself and my fellow students who are part of this program. Challenges I've faced so far in the program, I've had to learn how to learn again. In the military, we have a very specific way to learn. You only learn what you need to know. You are only tested on what you need to know, and you are told you need to know this. I know some faculty likes to hint at that. The difference is I have to learn how to recognize those hints versus some sergeant sitting there going, you need to know this. But again, the military is a continual learning environment, so it wasn't a large challenge. Interactions with students. I am used to being the boss. I am not used to everybody has their opinion and then we make a group decision. Usually it's the guy in charge. We're doing this. Okay. And you get 1 or 2 chances, rule of thumb, to make a suggestion. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And the me versus team. In the military, it's all about the team. You cannot succeed on your own. You must succeed as a team. Here at school, the same principle applies, but I've had to deal with certain classmates who still believe it's all about me. And I'm sure many of you see that in your classes. Mathematics, it was never a strong suit for me. I have had to pursue this more than anything else. I would rather sit through 3 strategic classes than 1 math class. And finances. I am a mature student. I come to school after being in the working world, making a decent income, now to being in school, living off craft dinner, and taking transit all the time. It's been a very difficult transition, but the program has allowed me to continue my part-time employment with the Canadian Forces here on Wednesdays and weekends. Successes. I graduated post-diploma. And successfully in the BBA program, and I'm still trucking forward. I'm the little engine that could, and I am determined to graduate come the end of the school year. Networking. I have never realized the importance of networking because in the military it's all internal. I'm going out into the big bad world again. I need to know people, and I have taken every opportunity to meet faculty, talk with faculty, learn from them, be introduced to other people that they know that could help me in my endeavors, including such things as the industry contacts, working with a faculty member on a side project. I've been introduced to members, senior level managers and VPs at major companies here in town, and that has allowed me to broaden my educational experience mixed with my military experience. And it's paid off. I see it in class. When I get into a group, I'm usually pegged as the leader. People don't want the responsibility to be in charge and say, okay guys, we got to get this done. It's like, hey Mike, you wanna just tell us what to do? I'm like, okay. And I now find myself in the interesting but rewarding position of mentoring my fellow Canadian Forces members who are now coming into the program, into the post-diploma and other various programs. I see them at work, I see them in the hallways, and every time I see them, they're like, do I really need to understand this stat stuff? And I'm like, yes, you do. Trust me. All right. And it's very rewarding on a personal level and a professional level as a student and as a military member. My way forward, the best thing I've got so far out of this is career planning. I never thought anything about this. And now I have an instructor, Ike Hall, who is teaching me all about career planning. I wish I met him 10 years ago. Further studies, I plan on coming back to school again. I've been reinvigorated by BCIT and its educational ethos towards education. I enjoy the education environment here. Advocating the program, I will guarantee you leave this program after graduation. I will tell every single Canadian Forces member from here to Halifax about this program. I already do. Facebook's wonderful. And there's interest out there. They want to know more about it. They want to participate. And I feel prepared to enter the workforce with a mixed combination of my skills from my military experience and the educational experience that I've received from you, the faculty.